The marsh seems to stretch out forever, gold in the late light, bending in a salt breeze. But it comes to an end eventually, and that's where the dunes and the beach begins, unfurling for nearly 24 untrammeled miles, a remote stretch of low country as wild as any left in America. This is the Cape Romain National Wildlife Refuge, 100 square miles of what it used to be, the unspoiled, untouched South Carolina coast.
Hey, I'm Eddie Nickens, and I'm in one of my most favorite places in the world, the vast coastal wilderness of Cape Romain National Wildlife Refuge. And even though we're just a half-hour drive north of Charleston, you can't get here on 4 tires. To experience this amazing place, you've got to pick up a paddle. And it doesn't hurt to have an expert guide along, somebody who knows every twist and turn in these tidal waters. Good to see you again.
Hey, Eddie.
What a beautiful...
Chris Crowley's Coastal Expeditions has guided tens of thousands of people to Cape Romain over the last 2 decades. Crowley has the ticket to the wildest corners of the South Carolina coast.
All I'm seeing is marsh and water and sky and birds.
29,000 acres, just Class 1 wilderness. It means the cleanest air and cleanest water available, the way the Native Americans would have seen it 1,000 years ago. There.
That is fabulous. Look at that.
That is awesome. So Eddie, up here ahead, and you look over, that's Bulls Island. It's almost 5,000 acres. There's 16 miles of hiking trails and about 7.5 miles of completely undeveloped, totally pristine Barrier Island beach.
Well, I know where I got my sights set now. Just like 30 seconds ago, we were in the salt marsh, sitting in a kayak, and now here we are in the shade of a giant live oak tree.
You can be in the salt marsh estuary around the Spartina grass, and you've got the dolphins. And then you get in the maritime forest, and you've got the alligators.
Oh, wow.
This is it, man. What do you think?
This is crazy. Am I in North America? This just feels like an undiscovered corner of South Carolina, like you could just explore here for days.
Boneyard Beach is such a geological anomaly. The coming and going of land over time and the erosional edge of these ephemeral ribbons of sand we call barrier islands, it is just on the edge, man. It is right out on the edge. What a privilege to be able to visit a place like this.
And I could stay here all day long, but we've got a tide to catch. I think we better head back to those kayaks.
Right, tide waits on no man.
After a gorgeous paddle home, my next stop is the Seaweed Restaurant, a local diner housed in an old general store. I checked in with Mary Rancourt to see how her decades-old family restaurant is keeping in touch with the times.
This just is a perfect place to sit down after a day on the water. Tell me what we've got here, Miss Mary.
She crab soup. This is more popular than anything we have.
That's very, very good. Tell me about the fresh fish that you get here.
We get whiting and flounder. All of our shrimp are local. We have never put a shrimp in this restaurant that was not a local shrimp.
The perfect end to a beautiful day on the water is a big plate of the freshest seafood you can imagine here at the Seaweed Restaurant. There's always something new to discover in South Carolina.